Lurkers advanced. There are a lot of moving pieces here. This is an absolute chess game.
Reiko has no idea. He's gonna make so much noise. That's so intelligent from PR, but he wins the shots. This is a big problem, and now they need to use Nexus's place, yeah? 40 seconds, they gotta go back A, but Prison, they've lost him. Nexus finds one. Needs more, though, and he's gonna find more. There's a second. Molotov for the side, though, could be a little bit problematic. They still have 30 seconds, and they two might want to stick it. Might be a dead man, to be fair, but the molly actually goes a little bit deeper. Doesn't catch him, and now they're gonna realize that they two still gets a kill, and that's at least made it doable. Nexus, you need another miraculous 1 versus 2. Knows where both players are. Taps away for the first. Gonna fall back for now. Do they try and go for the double peek? Do they tap the bomb? Do they want to bait him in? Nexus is not taking the bait for now. Now he will. Off angle too good for Sammy, and the round's gonna go in favor of Anonymo.
Back and forth. Brutal exchanges. MOUZ NXT. That was a hard call whether you committed A there or went back. They were so far up on A that maybe they should have just planned and let the lurker come into play, but I'm not entirely sure I blame them. That is... Whew, that was a round. What an entertaining half of Counter-Strike. That was absolute carnage from start to finish. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, and the thing is that PR actually plays it so smart, right? He realizes he's got a timing, so the only chance he's got is for his teammates to make it look like it's going to be a B take. So bait Reiko back in, make him make some steps, make some noise towards the back of the bomb site, prove to you that he has no idea you could be out there, and then peek and get the kill, but he just misses. It's just unfortunate. He plays it to perfection. Well, switch sides. This round starts off. MOUZ NXT now on the CT side of things. Anonymo with an A take coming in with the smokes. They have a molly as well, but Nexus has confirmed the first kill of the round.
So no kit for this CT side, but we do have a smoke and a flash. Got to place those well. I guess smoke will go on the bomb. You use this flash maybe to swing out initially. Quick check that there is no flank. And we're going to use this smoke, or the embers of this T-side smoke, to get out into play. Samey, though, with one. There's players behind default. They're so intent on taking these fights, are Anonymo, and it's all falling in their direction. All the cards are landing.
It's going to be pissed around for the Polish squad. And Sierra is just hoping for some fights. Can't connect. Oh, this is going on so long. It's so awkward. Knife is out. What is happening? Another knife. Loads of them.
Yeah, the score's leveled up, by the way. First one was it the pistol round? Yeah. No, it was the second round.
Second round, I think.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about it because they had a full eco, right? And yeah, I remember the Glocks, but 1-1. We're leveled up when it comes down to pistol rounds. When it comes down to rounds themselves, Anonymo have a slight advantage. I really like the approach, though, in the post plant, right? They realize that they have no util. They've lost the opening kill. They need to hold on to their aggressive positions. They need to pick up the fight. They can't let MOUZ NXT just get control of the bomb site, deploy the smoke on the bomb, and play the man advantage. You gotta make them take the fights with you. And oh, they're walking into the stack. That's gonna be interesting. Family photo coming up. 3, 2, 1. Jeez.
At least Anonymo had a lot of players here. I'll tell you what, man. If they only had 2 guns on the ground, they get picked up. Suddenly, this goes from being a non-round to very spicy, but at least they had all the numbers there. I'm just happy. The amount of times I see stacked like that and I get teased and I think they're coming and they're not. Finally got what I've been waiting for. That was worthwhile.
Yeah, it's one of those 10-minute compilations, the most satisfying videos you can find on YouTube. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. That
on repeat every round. With maybe the knife kill sprinkled in and the guy falling off the map earlier.
I'd say it's
that's what I want.
I like Zeus as well. I find him really satisfying.
I haven't had any of that yet. Maybe Series 2 today. If we're so lucky.
Yeah. Had one. Oh no, had a potential one yesterday. Didn't come into fruition. Buy round coming up though for the CTs, and Nexus already has been dealt with. He's been one of the heavy hitters so far, so a big kill to find early on, but Syra manages to compensate. First kill is there, but Reiko's ahead of the Molotov. Cyrus realized it, and Reiko's on a timing. He's burning down. He's been naded. Somehow, Anonymo is still winning the fights left, right, and center though, and this will be a round for the T's. It's absolute carnage once again, and even though PR is this spectacular so far, there's just too many players to take care of.
That was wild. It was absolutely wild, and Reiko looks a bit silly. It's a bit of a mess, but I tell you what, every CT was looking at him. Every CT, even if they didn't want the kill, they're just thinking, what's going on over there? What is happening? And they were looking towards Gap instead of towards the Rab side. So I guess he was the ultimate distraction. Kind of like...
Count the number of times a round has ended so far in this series, and we've said this round was wild, crazy, carnage, insane, chaotic.
Just every round. It's just every round. It's just you had to watch the whole game again.
Yeah. Although, the anti-eco we had in the first half, we had a knife kill, so you include that as well.
I want CCT to make a video called Crazy Moments Highlight Package, and all they do is just upload the whole VOD.
Yeah.
Just the whole VOD.
If you want it to be clickbaity enough, just put capital letters "gone wrong" in brackets.
Maybe. I think this is going right. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I spend too much of my... It's like my guilty pleasure is like Wild Counter-Strike. I love the strategies and the fundamentals and the really good team play, but my God, does it get my juices going when there's just two absolute slobber knockers slugging it out. It is great.
Ooh, big nade. That's going to do a lot of damage. Hello there. And you know what?
That's
interesting. They had a follow-up as well. Look at the HP.
Right, this round is on. This round is on. Sierra's got another nade. If this goes on default and low HP guys are planting, this is scary.
Bang. Reiko's out of there. Bomb dropped. You gotta plant it again, but with the pistols on the other side and both Sobo and Lunatic being so low on HP, this is not a free round. I mean, it should still go in favor of the T's on paper, but look at who's alive. Sobo and Lunatic, one bullet away from death. Sobo gets another. PR looking for the kill. They know where Sobo is. The flash is good. Sets himself up for the first one. And Syra, it has to be a 1 versus 3. First one is his. He doesn't have a kit. Doesn't have a lot of HP. Doesn't have a lot of time either. Still do some extra damage. He's just looking for people around the smoke, jumping around, but Virtuoso will put an end to his misery. It's a triple kill for the newest man on the Anonymo lineup and 10 rounds on the side of the poles.
MOUZ NXT didn't win that round, but that was so close. If players are a meter further right, taking those nades a tad more, they might have got a triple kill. The nades onto ramp. That was an epic go.
It was just a double nade. If it was a triple nade, they get a triple kill probably. Yeah. By the way, I came up with a video for the compilation.
Give me it.
I organized a $200,000 tournament, and this happened.
There you go.
Gone wild. Sounds like a Mr. Beast video, to be fair.
It's not over yet. Got a whole tournament to go, pretty much.
Yep.
And listen, we could see this matchup again in the lower bracket. We could have it all over again. No doubt we'll be playing... Well, they're running out of maps, but... We'll be playing their perma bands in the next one just so we get all the way through the map.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
That's, what, 6 maps we've covered in 2 series between those two?
Yeah. I mean, Valve will bring back Train and Cash by then so we can keep going.
Yeah, Cobble as well. Tuscan. Office. Reiko. Good opening. PR goes down. It's a nice response, but Reiko once again manages to find something towards the B-bomb side on his lonesome. Look at the call for MOUZ NXT, though. They've just deployed a deep smoke. They know that Reiko would every now and then go for a solo play towards B, so they've rotated people back towards the A-bomb side. But Anonymo, they've started shifting back to where their teammate just fell down. And there is a little bit of a gap for them to exploit, especially if they want to contact their way up. Now, MOUZ NXT have rotated as a second player, but Nate is low on HP relatively, and he's playing this on a rather retakey approach.
Flash is over. Here we go. Players swinging. There is a Molotov on the defensive side. That surely gets deployed soon. Here it goes. Onto default. Virtuoso surely burns to death as the Frenchman takes more jewels. Players still swinging. Lunatic gets 2 behind. Samey connects.
Wait a second.
That is unbelievable. Nexius tries to make a play, and Anonymo, listen, this half has been brutal. It's been savage, been back and forth, but they are finding a way to win these rounds, and this scoreline is now becoming insurmountable for MOUZ NXT.
Yeah, that's why we were saying Anonymous thrive in chaos, right? It feels like this is where they're the most comfortable. That round should have went in favor of MOUZ NXT so many ways there, and so many times. The retake, even though they got caught on a bit of a timing, I mean, you can see that Nate wanted to be on the side, and he wanted his teammate to be able to support him with utility. He was caught in no man's land, so to speak, but the support utility was still good enough. They had the flashes to set up nades to get a couple kills. Then they had a Molotov for default. Everything was going in favor of MOUZ NXT essentially, and then somehow Anonymo just get a couple unanswered kills in a matter of seconds.
Just the half buy. But they have got a lot of space here at CT side. One player out in towards T spawn. Now they're rotating back in towards A with this information. Exodus is buying time. Unfortunately, he's going to go down. Would be nice if he could held on a little bit longer. And we need this flank to come into play for MOUZ NXT. Yes, it's just a half buy, but we need everything we can get at this point. We need to capitalize on every opportunity. One for PR. A flank is ever so slow, and I just have a fear that now this big numbers advantage, it might be too much to ask. Yeah, they're even looking behind.
Yeah, they get all the kills towards the bomb side. Of course, Amy's gonna turn around, be aware of the possibility, and that leaves PR in a 1 versus 4 with a dig, and his position already has been compromised by player just spamming through. 19 HP, 1 versus 4, and a highlight to remember. Not sure about the last one, but maybe. Never mind. Reiko takes him down. 12-6 in favor of Anonymo, solid as ever, and this is looking really comfortable for Anonymo. We didn't expect this final map to be as one-sided. Of course, it's tough to beat 13-1 Inferno in favor of MOUZ NXT, but even though it started off really nicely for both teams, it was quite competitive towards, well, I guess up until the mid portion of the game. Up until halftime, it was really competitive. It feels like on the T side, Anonymo have just been able to shift into a whole different gear.
Heavy B lane for Anonymo. We're out there towards the start. But no committal. Bomb is still very much dropped for the default. Now it gets scooped. Look elsewhere. Start to think a bit about some A control. Smoked by the sandbags. Your flash to come soon too. Kristen's trying to buy time with his Molotov. So they can just wait this out. And I think the intent on the Polish squad is clear. 4 here towards A. Molly comes in. That's from the ladder room for the top of gap. And now his teammates can start to scale all the way up.
Yeah, starting to close out the distance. Opal's actually holding. Pulls out a nade. That's really good timing for Syra. He doesn't realize how lucky he was there to be alive. Prison. Gonna light up the flash. Nexius is waiting for it. There it goes. Nexius. Smoke hasn't faded at all, though, so he doesn't find anything, and that just gives away the play. And now they've heard it. They know there's going to be players towards the back of the sandbags. Do they expect the second one? Doesn't really matter. Reiko and Sob will collect the first 2. Prison will extinguish the Molotov, so now they know what's going on. He's picked up 1. There's 2 members that are extremely low on HP, but surely he's dead. They too needs to support, needs to get into fights, needs to win some more time for his teammates, but they're all falling down one after the other, and PR on 12 HP in a 1 versus 2 would be the final one to bite the dust. Should be the last one to bite the dust, unless he produces another miraculous clutch here. Has the smoke to work around, and there is 10 seconds, so eventually the teams will have to commit to a bomb plant here, unless they want to lose to the timer. PR, he was thinking about going for the play. He's trying to bait him out with the steps. Doesn't work out. Lands another tag through the smoke. Now he's looking for the other one. Spots him out, loses the fight. Virtuoso shuts him down. 19 kills for him and 13-6 in favor of Anonymo as they close out the series in 2-1 fashion over MOUZ NXT.
That map went 6-4 in the favor of MOUZ NXT. And then every single one that followed went the way of the Polish squad. So a very streaky map of Counter-Strike. A very streaky series of Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Where both teams felt a little bit unstable, but I do feel a little bit vindicated in that Inferno was the off. And Anonymo, yeah, that last map, that was wild. It was absolutely crazy at times, but they just had a little bit more staying power, didn't they? In the chaos, as you said, it's just a little bit more nous, a little bit more communication, and maybe playing in the same language is a factor there too.
Yeah, you can tell that they're a little bit more comfortable, as you pointed out, with things heat up a little bit more. And obviously that comes in with experience. Obviously, it comes in with the fact that Virtuoso joined in only 2 months ago, but the rest have been playing together for a really long time. So when you spend so much time on a team with everyone else, you kind of, you know how people are reacting. So sometimes you don't even need that many words. You don't need someone to start screaming domino or I'm big to know that he's got something special going on in the server. But with that being said, it wasn't a bad showing for MOUZ NXT. I feel like, especially that Inferno, they can be really happy with. And individually, they showed some great promise. I feel like in the lower bracket, they have the potential to do some serious damage. And especially for a team that's an academy lineup, they can't participate in the same tournaments as the main one. They need to capitalize on the few chances they get. They are going to be facing off against ITB in the lower bracket, though, and that's going to be a really tough matchup. It's traditionally not a team that you expect to see down there from the first round, but hey, I guess a lot of luck for MOUZ NXT.
They made their bed. You need to win these series if you want to have the favorable draws. I think it looks pretty good, though, for Anonymo moving forwards. I think some of those other results, I'm not going to call them flukes, but I think they're playing more favorable matchups than they could have. I think if they're playing like an Aurora, that could be a real problem. But I think it looks good for Anonymo. They are inconsistent. There are a few gaps in their play, but when they have these moments where they're playing solid Counter-Strike, it just looks brilliant. So I have some faith in that sense that, a little bit of cleaning up, a little bit of playing themselves into form, and maybe, just maybe, there is a bright future in the rest of this tournament for them.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to clean up quickly, though, because in the next round, they're going to be facing off against the Frenchman from Looking for Orc. And that's not going to be a really forgiving matchup, to be fair. But we're going to have to wait a little bit longer until we get to that point. For now, we're going to send it into a little bit of a break, Alan. But of course, we're going to be back in, I believe, around 15 to 20 minutes with the pre-game for our second game of the day, which is going to see Alternated Attacks take on Sinners. So make sure you don't miss it out.
I have a very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move, one push. One touch. One love. One click. One XBet.
You look into your inventory and there's only... It's time to forget about this garbage. Here you will find everything to play with really cool skins. Open top cases. Upgrade dropped skins and turn your junk into a cool gun using the contract system. Every day, thousands of people upgrade their inventory with us. Hellcase.com. Look at yourself in a new way.
Watch the matches with BO3.GG, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with BO3.GG.
Yo, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you got to do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, shit. Not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.